Hey guys, happy spring. I am so excited to have come up with this really awesome idea of how to add a boho braid to your hair to really step it up a notch and look super cute. So I already have my freely extensions in. As you know, my hair is very short, so that's one way that I like to add in a little oomph to my hair. The second way I came up with was creating a boho braid. So what I did was first I fishtailed this, and I used 4 single clips. I took the single clips and I just literally clipped one onto another at the root. So I clipped it, and this kind of creates a base. And next I just fishtailed it. And after I fishtailed it, I put a little, and these are from the dollar store. I love these little clear rubber bands because they are awesome. So I rubber banded it, and then I literally just pulled it. And since these are high quality human hair, you literally are able to mimic and kind of create the same way you would with your regular hair. So that's what I love about these. So it looks literally, you see that kind of frizzy, like boho, like feel that it has to it. Obsessed. All right, so before we start, I'm gonna use some hair dust because you guys know I'm obsessed with it, and what it's gonna do is it's gonna create volume, but it's also gonna mattify my hair and the braid. So I'm just gonna dust a little on there. The other great thing about this is this powder actually helps your hair to kind of stay in place, almost like a hairspray, but it's dry, right? So I'm gonna do some in there, just to add some volume to my look. And guys, this takes 2 seconds, which is why I love this stuff. And it like adds so much volume, it's crazy. Right? Let's do this side. And this, I get a lot of questions. This is by Schwarzkopf. It's called Dust It, and it says OSIS. You can order it on Amazon. I love it. All right. So now my braid looks, you know, has a little more texture now that I added that on. I'm going to pull it out a little bit more before I put it on. And okay, I'm going to bobby pin it in. And there's 2 keys to properly pinning in your hair. The first thing is there's 2 types of pins. This is a regular pin, and this is a bobby pin. You're going to start with the regular pin because you can literally anchor it in and kind of place it where you want it. You're going to lock it with the bobby pin. So basically, in your hair, you're going to be taking this way. Does that make sense? Perfect. So the first thing I want to do is kind of decide where I want it to lay and what side looks best, because these are on braid. I'm thinking I like this side better because the blonde goes up a little higher, and I'm thinking I want the braid kind of in the middle of my bangs, right? So then when I turn, it'll be like that. All right, so I'm gonna, now that I know where I want to place it, I'm gonna split my hair right in that area. And I'm going to push the hair to the back. And to measure it, I'm going to hold it here. Hold it across so that when I put it in, it's not uneven. I'm going to split the other side. Perfection. All right. Next, I'm going to take the pin, and I'm actually going to put it in, right? I put it in the piece. I'm going to place it. And then I'm going to just stick the pin. You want to make sure you're underneath so the pins aren't showing. Guys, I cannot stand when I see people whose bobby pins are showing. Pet peeve. And then I'm going to do something kind of shysty, and I'm going to put my mouth on my bobby pin. Then I'm just going to open it up, and I'm going to stick it the opposite direction. So I'm making like a plus sign, if that makes sense. And what that's doing again is it's locking this bobby pin in place. So now it's not going to go anywheres. So the next thing I'm going to do is the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to pull this over here. I'm going to stick it in. On this side where it's the rubber band, you want to make sure that you put the bobby pin above the rubber band, not below. And that's just going to help it be more stable. And then again, I'm clipping in. And the fun thing about having clip-ins is it's kind of a base for this to stick into. So it's like that. Then I'm going to lock it. And do you see how kind of that one little end was sticking up a bit? I'm just going to disguise that as well while I lock this bobby pin. And remember, we're making a plus sign with our bobby pins, and that's going to lock it. It's so important. If not, it'll stay in, but you're like, if you're at a event and you're like dancing, like might loosen up a bit. So make sure you do your plus sign with your pins to secure it. And that is it. So these are kind of showing. Well, it's not going to show once I pull it down. But since I had the clip going up, I'm just going to twist it underneath so that, you know, that's like that. And then I'm going to pin that. Though my pins are in the other room, so I'll pin that after. But just so you guys know, like, I'm going to take a pin and I'll pin that right there. And I'm just going to pull it over. Guys, how cute is this? I had this idea and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to show everyone! Right? It almost reminds me of like back in the day, and you can just, let me stop talking. You can go in here and mess with these pieces too. Like just, you want to always make sure that you're grabbing the outer pieces when you're pulling a braid to expand it. If you grab too close to the center, it's not going to give you that same frizzed out, like textured look, and it's not gonna, I call these petals. It's not gonna make it look like a petal. It's just gonna make it look like a big braid. Yeah, girl. Oh, hey. How cute is that? I'm over here queening. I actually wore this look in Vegas a couple months ago and got a lot of compliments. But I didn't do it with an extension. I did it with my hair when it was longer. So the fact that I just was able to take extensions and do this, I'm like really excited, and this is definitely gonna be a go-to look for me. Now stay tuned. Tomorrow I'm gonna go on and I'm gonna talk about 10 must-haves, tweaks, or shifts that you're gonna do for your spring look. As always, if you have any questions, comment below and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.